We're live.
We're live from the Spiro Clinic. We have 3 graduations today. Nakia's is a little different because she's actually stopping the program a little early. Well, we're going to continue in a different way because you had a calamity at home, a flood. And so things happen, life happens, but we have a plan B. So you have a set plan, you're going to go home, and I believe you're going to work with some of our therapists long distance. And Nakia, you've come a long way.
Long way.
I'm going to give the floor to you and talk a little bit about how you were and what's going on.
Okay, so you watch these videos and you see people get up here and they sound so poised, and then you forget everything that you're supposed to say, right? So when I came here, I was at a very critical point in my life. I am in my mid-40s. I was at the most active point in my life when I broke my ankle. And then I get CRPS, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't have the resources to combat this disease that I had never heard of. And through a couple of online supports groups, I connected with the lady behind the camera, Anna. And she had me at hello. She said, we talked on the phone, and she told me, I had watched all the videos with Dr. K. I had watched everybody's graduation and all of this. And the one thing that was really important to me, and Anna and I, when we corresponded, I didn't see anybody that looked like me that came through this program. And being an African-American woman with a disease that is rare, it was very important for me to seek all of the resources that I needed so that I could take it back to my community. I won't make this political, but we don't have the resources, and it has not been really good access to medical care, and people just don't know about it. So the one thing I asked Anna was like, do y'all deal with black people? And, and Anna said, you know, the central nervous system doesn't have color, Nakia. We treat the central nervous system. And I said, okay, but, you know, and so the one thing that I appreciate is that although I didn't see anyone of color that I had seen come through this program, everybody treated me like family, and they really were like, we're going to beat this. You are going to get through this. And I do believe that remission is possible. I do believe that God sent me here. I believe that God is here. And I believe that you guys are all working through, that God is working through all of you. We all come into this place at some level of broken. And Tyler and I have talked about, he doesn't like to say broken, but I believe that we are in some capacity broken, but in the middle of being broken, we're okay. And so this place helps put us back together so that we can go out and help other people. That's our mission on this earth, is to go through things, not just for ourselves, but so that somebody else can benefit from our trials and our testimonies. So that is what I'm gonna take away from here. I'm going back to Detroit to continue my therapy. So it's not goodbye, it's I'll see you later, and when I see you, I'll be running. So.
Do you call that not being prepared? Because that was amazing. And you must have broken the seal, because now we have our second African American.
Yeah. I know, when I saw them sit on the couch, I said, oh, people,
I want to get your therapist up here.
Casey.
Proud of you, so very proud of you. This girl, she's awesome. She, even though she didn't know what CRPS was or what was happening to her body, she didn't slow down for a second. She knew that a body in motion stays in motion, and I honestly think that's why you were mentally strong throughout the whole thing, but physically prepared when you got here, because there was no sitting around for this one. I didn't have to yell at her about drinking her water, eating her protein, getting a good night's sleep. She just followed the program to an absolute T, which is why that she's leaving a little bit early, but 75% better already, right? Mm-hmm. Which is huge for these few weeks that she's been here. But she's put in all the work to make it happen too. I mean, we've just been giving her the tools, and she's done it all. And she's leaving early, but I don't worry about it, because I just know you're going to go home and continue to keep doing that. So
I want to hear you in my back, in my head, like,
heel
you
toe.
don't do that.
Heel
Heel
toe.
toe. Heel toe. Heel toe.
Use your hip. Use your hip. she had zero range of motion at all in either ankle, but mostly, you know, on this right side that's been so affected. And
Yeah.
I was just watching her bust out calf raises yesterday with about this much, you know, mobility off the ground, and that was huge for me. Like, we celebrated all those little wins.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, even I think the other building heard you at times celebrating your wins.
The scream heard around the world.
Yeah. So, yeah, you earned this, and I'm happy for
Thank
you.
you.
Proud of you.
Nikki, 75%, you get to ring that bell, girl.
Yay.
Yay.